segment 2, which is about emotional intelligence and change. Organizations today are constantly evolving. Why do you believe that emotional intelligence has become such an essential leadership skill?
See, technology has a shelf life, and when we talk about EI is a skill where a leader who is able to sense what is happening inside the room. They are able to understand why people are shutting down, why people are not talking about anything, and if there is any conflict, the person can sense it and immediately try to find the answers to those questions. These are the skill sets which are makes people leaders different, and these skills where people are able to adapt more quickly to these situations, changing, identify these changes. This is where EI
Plays a
play
vital
important role.
Interesting, great. And we've spoken about your book that introduces the FAR framework. What made you, come to the FAR framework?
See, as I told you, my entire journey, FAR has been a complete personal as well as professional transformation journey, and this is not any motivation theory or something. This is the actual transformation which I have gone through, and I have put it in my book.
Wow, so that is Feel, Adapt, Rise framework. Awesome. Many organizations, Jarna, invest in technology and processes, but change often fails because of people, right? What do you think, and why do you think that this happens?
See, what happens is, as an organization, we always, whenever we bring a change inside the organization, we don't bring people together, and people are people are those who is going to drive this change. So it is important to take people into confidence before we bring about any change inside the organization. Because what happens is, if people are scared, because what happens when any change comes in, as I told earlier also, that people, when we bring about any change, they are scared about that. They feel that they are either incompetent or they are going to lose their jobs.
Correct.
And this makes them uncomfortable, and then there's a fear atmosphere inside the organization. So it's very important that whenever we talk about any change, strategy is important, but along with the strategy, when you're doing any execution, we need to have people into confidence.
Right, and basically show them the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
Through interventions or communication, or cascading that vision process of that strategy till the person down to the T, to maintain the transparency and trust top down.
Yes.
So that will really work for anyone.
Transparent communication is very important.
Very important, absolutely. Awesome. Burnout, which is happening to many professionals today, everywhere, and many organizations are talking about it today. What are some practical ways that leaders can build resilience within their teams?
See, resilience is a thing which building is a different process altogether. But if you are able to bring about transparency and trust in people, probably people will be able to trust you. Once your team's trust is there, when your team is getting proper communication and they are managed well, they are respected well, then probably everything will be in place, and there would not be such kind of scenarios of burnout. Because today we see that in research also, people say that people leave because of bosses and not because of the organization.
Right.
So,
and I think that's been standard throughout over the years.
Yes.
Right, accepted by some, not accepted by some, covered by some, right? But yes, that is also a way that people still call burnout in its not so literal sense.
Because the maximum pressure what people go through is the way they are being treated inside the organization.
Right.
So if you treat them with respect, probably you don't need, you will find people will not be in that kind of a burnout scenario where they are actually.
I think that situation will not arise then.
Yes.
Right.
So one is leadership, and definitely leadership leads to culture.
Absolutely. Yes.
So everything boils down to
transparency all across.
Yes.
You'll not face that word. Awesome. Great. For someone listening to us today, and if they are struggling with change or uncertainty, what's the one mindset shift that can make a real difference?
What I would suggest is they should go through a FAR framework, where I'm talking about a concept of emotional dynamism, which helps people to bring about change. How they can go through that process of change is very important. So they need to first understand what they are feeling. Once they are able to understand their feeling, probably because when we talk about feeling as such, feeling is nothing but emotions.
Correct.
And emotions are such that the moment you name the emotion, the identity, the frequency, intensity of that emotion goes down.
Correct.
And when this goes down, you're able to adapt to a situation in a better way. And once you are able to adapt to a situation, you can definitely rise.
Absolutely.
So I think they should go through this concept of emotional dynamics.
And read your book as well.
And read my book as well.
Absolutely great. Thank you so much for putting enlightenment in the segment 2. We will move to segment 3 shortly. Thank you.